A life in your hands. Understanding service weapon responsibility. As a police officer, you carry a heavy responsibility. Welcome to Safety First Firearms Training and Consultants. You carry a firearm to protect yourself and the public. This power demands respect. Police officers are typically authorized to use their firearms under specific circumstances, which can vary by jurisdiction, but generally include 1. Self-defense. If an officer believes their life is in imminent danger, they may use their firearm to protect themselves. 2. Defense of others. Officers can use their firearm to protect another person from imminent harm or serious bodily injury or death. 3. Preventing a crime. In some cases, officers may use their firearm to prevent a serious crime from occurring, especially if it's likely to result in death or serious injury. 4. Apprehending a suspect. If a suspect poses an immediate threat to officers or the public and is attempting to flee the scene after the officer just witnessed the subject use deadly force on the person, officers may use their firearm to apprehend them. Officers will always use their firearm as a last resort, using every other means of apprehension or defense before using their firearm. 5. At approved gun range 6. To kill a dangerous animal or one that is so badly injured that humanity requires its removal. Always call animal control first for injured animals. 7. Use of force framework. Officers are trained to assess situations and use the appropriate level of force. Firearms are typically considered a last resort after other options, like verbal commands, physical restraint, or non-lethal force, have been exhausted or deemed insufficient. It's important for officers to follow departmental policies and training regarding the use of firearms, and they must often report and justify their actions after discharging a weapon. Every time you handle your weapon, remember, safety comes first. Mishandling a firearm can have tragic results. An accidental discharge can injure or kill. It can devastate families and communities. It can end careers. But proper safety practices minimize these risks. By following the rules, you protect yourself, your colleagues, and the public. You uphold the trust placed in you as a guardian of peace. This guide outlines essential safety procedures for your service weapon. Study it carefully. Apply its lessons diligently. Remember, responsible gun ownership is not optional. It's fundamental. On the beat. Off-the-clock rules for carrying your service weapon. Carrying a service weapon is a 24/7 responsibility. Department regulations dictate when and how to carry on duty. Off-duty carry often comes with its own set of rules. Know them both inside and out. On duty, your firearm is typically holstered, secured, and ready for use. Maintain awareness of its position and condition at all times. Off-duty options may vary. Concealed carry, locked in a safe. Your department provides guidance. Follow it strictly. Never handle your weapon unnecessarily. Avoid playing with it or showing it off. Treat it with the seriousness it deserves, whether on duty or off. Remember, complacency is dangerous. Treat every moment as if safety depends on it. Locked and loaded, safely stored. Securing your weapon at home and on the move. When not on your person, your service weapon needs a secure location. At home, a gun safe provides the best protection. Choose one that is bolted down and meets department standards. Keep it locked when not accessing your firearm. Ammunition should be stored separately from the firearm, ideally in a locked container. This adds an extra layer of security, reducing the risk of accidental discharge. Never store a loaded weapon in your home. Transporting your firearm requires similar care. Use a lockable case or container. Store it in your trunk, out of sight and reach. Never leave a firearm unattended in a vehicle. Section 4. When seconds count, unauthorized access and your service weapon. Preventing unauthorized access to your service weapon is paramount. This means keeping it out of reach of children, roommates, or anyone not authorized to handle it. A gun safe is your best defense at home. When carrying, maintain constant awareness of your surroundings. Who's watching you? Who's getting too close? Trust your instincts. If something feels off, take steps to protect yourself and your weapon. Be mindful of social situations. Avoid excessive alcohol consumption. Intoxication impairs judgment and increases the risk of accidents. Remember, responsible gun ownership requires clear thinking and sound decision-making. Section 5. The unthinkable happens. Steps to take after an accidental discharge. Despite your best efforts, accidents can happen. If your firearm discharges, your immediate priority is safety. Assess the situation. Is anyone injured? Is there further danger? If safe, secure the weapon. Immediately report the incident to your supervisor and follow department protocol. Be honest and forthright about what happened. Cooperate fully with any investigation. Remember, transparency is crucial after an incident. Accidental discharges are often preventable. Use this experience as a learning opportunity. Examine what went wrong. Were there lapses in judgment? Were safety procedures not followed? Learn from your mistakes and share those lessons learned. Section 6. Staying sharp. The importance of regular training and qualification. Proficiency with your service weapon requires ongoing training. Regularly practice your draw, stance, and accuracy. Remember, we shoot center mass and stop shooting once the threat has stopped being a threat. Familiarize yourself with your firearm's features and operation. Knowledge breeds confidence and competence. Attend all mandatory qualification shoots. This demonstrates your ability to handle your weapon safely and accurately. It also provides valuable feedback on your skills. Treat these sessions seriously. Strive for improvement each time. When it comes to your non-lethals, I have read, and I understand the General Order 901.07, Use of Force. General Order 901.04, Oleoresin Capsicum OC, and been shown, explained the different levels of force to use with the baton, which are lowest area, green, to moderate area, yellow, and highest area, red. After verbal commands fail, a violent suspect might require more physical force to subdue, and chemical sprays or the baton might be needed for self-defense. I will always consider the use of force as a measured continuum from no force to deadly force. Choosing just the level of force necessary to overcome the obstacle is usually judged as reasonable. I have been shown how to use handcuffs. I know how to properly apply handcuffs and what to do, what not to do, mainly checking for tightness and to always double lock the handcuffs. The policy of the Metropolitan and other police departments is to value and preserve human life when using lawful authority to use force. Therefore, officers shall use the minimum amount of force that the objectively reasonable officer would use in light of the circumstances to effectively bring an incident or person under control, while protecting the lives of the officer or others. Always stay away from the subject's neck area. Pat down for hard objects only, no manipulating. The higher the threat, the lower the threat goes in, kneeling or prone position. Document all information if it is not in your report. It never happened. Never strike at a subject if they are fleeing from you. De-escalation is the key. Wait for your backup and use your verbal judo. Beyond the shooting range, engage in scenario-based training. This helps you develop tactical thinking and decision-making skills under pressure. Remember, effective use of force requires more than just marksmanship. Section 7. Your badge, your word, a commitment to service weapon safety. Service weapon safety is not a one-time lesson, but a lifelong commitment. It demands constant vigilance, discipline, and a dedication to doing what's right, even when no one's watching. Your actions reflect on you and the badge you wear. Remember, complacency kills. Never become so comfortable with your firearm that you forget its potential for harm. Treat it with respect every time you handle it. Your life and the lives of others depend on it. By embracing a safety-first mindset, you uphold the public trust and ensure that your service weapon remains a tool for good. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay committed to the highest standards of service weapon safety.